Welcome. You're here because you want to get straight to the point, right? To really understand things quickly.
Yeah, cut through the noise.
Exactly. And today, we're doing just that. We're taking a deep dive into Stormzy's track, Angel in the Marble.
We've got the lyrics here from Music's Match, and it's a powerful piece of music on the surface.
Right.
But underneath, there's just so much about his journey, resilience, his self-awareness. It's fascinating.
Okay, so let's start right there with the title. And that line he repeats, I saw the angel in the marble and I carved it out. It's such a strong image.
It really is. It's this classic artistic idea, isn't it? The potential. The angel was sort of always there inside him.
Inside the marble.
Exactly. But, it wasn't just going to appear. It took work, deliberate effort, skill, vision to actually carve it out.
So it's about unlocking potential that's already there.
I think so. It really resonates with anyone who's had those aha moments or, push through to achieve something. Recognizing what's inside and then doing the hard work to bring it out.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But then the mood shifts quite dramatically. He hits you with, I'm from South London where them boys die by the hundreds. No one taught us how to mourn, so we go print them on our jumpers.
Wow. It's incredibly raw, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just lays bare this really tough environment. Frequent loss, tragedy, almost normalized.
And that line about the jumpers.
Yeah, that's what's so striking. It shows this grassroots way of grieving. The community finding its own method to remember people, maybe because, like he says, no one showed them another way.
It speaks volumes about resilience, though.
Absolutely. Resilience in the face of, just immense adversity.
And connecting that past to where he is now,
Right.
he mentions, was run a nose. That's how we started out. Pretty direct about early hustle. And then contrast it with, now look at me, chiseled like Da Vinci reappeared in 93. That's quite a leap.
It is. And that contrast, it really highlights the ambition, doesn't it? He's not hiding the past, the struggle.
No, he owns it.
He owns it. But he's also making this huge statement about transformation, comparing himself to Da Vinci Reborn. That's confidence. It's about artistry, personal change.
Yeah, it tells you a lot about that drive to, rise above where he started.
Definitely.
Now, something that really jumps out is the sheer number of names he drops. It's like a constant stream. We heard Da Vinci, but then there's Preston, the Black Beatles, Mega, Miley Cyrus, Martin Brundle.
Oh, yeah, it keeps going. Sway Lee, Kung Fu Kenny,
Dave Free, Jay-Z's guy Tai Tai.
Lewis Hamilton, Rod Stewart, even Breaking Bad characters.
Right. What's going on with all these references? Is it just flexing?
Well, partly, maybe.
Yeah.
But I think it's more about building a picture of his world, his influences, and maybe his identity now.
How so?
Take the Black Beatles line, for instance. That immediately puts him in conversation with, music legends.
Yeah.
It suggests he sees himself operating on that kind of level, having that impact.
Okay, so it's positioning.
Yeah, positioning.
Yeah.
And showing his range. You've got art, music icons, high fashion like Tom Ford, Hermes bags.
Evelyn and Kelly, yeah.
Right. Then sports, Lewis Hamilton, Bolt, Shelley Ann Fraser-Price, Dina Asher-Smith, even TV culture with Breaking Bad or Graham Norton. It's like he's mapping out his cultural universe.
Showing the circles he moves in now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And maybe the things that shaped him or that he respects. It creates this really diverse, multifaceted identity. He's arrived on this global stage, and these are his reference points.
And those luxury mentions. Winter white truffle, Bulgari, $500,000 on jackets. That really drives home the contrast with South London.
It does. They're very concrete symbols of his success, his current status. It's worlds away from the start he described.
But it's interesting how they sit side by side in the lyrics. It's not just luxury talk.
No, absolutely. It makes the self-portrait feel more real, more complex. It's the journey.
And he doesn't lack confidence, does he? Lines like, Stormzy's ain't nice, but he's the nicest.
Or these new niggas lit, but they just ain't me.
Yeah. There's zero doubt in those lines.
That self-assuredness, that conviction, it feels like a core part of who he is, and probably key to how he got here. It's a bold claim of uniqueness.
Believing in yourself.
Absolutely. For anyone listening who's interested in, what drives success, that mindset seems pretty crucial, that unshakable belief.
But it's not all serious ambition and flexing, is it? There are lighter moments.
Definitely. Like the wordplay, no smoke, must be puns.
Right. Or the little aside about his partner and shopping trips.
Yeah. It adds personality, Stops it feeling like just a list of achievements or struggles. Just shows his humor, makes him seem more grounded in a way.
Relatable, even with the $500,000 jackets.
Exactly. It keeps it from being just a boast track.
And that contrast, the journey, keeps coming back. He mentions wearing suede wallabies till my foot leaned. Such a specific image of making do.
And then you juxtapose that with
Right.
spending huge amounts on clothes he's barely worn.
It really hammers home the scale of the change, doesn't it?
It does. It's not just money. It's a whole different reality, different experiences. It really emphasizes that your start doesn't have to be your end.
Then there's that line. Real nigga living through a bitch nigga crisis. That feels heavy. What's that getting at?
It's complex, for sure. It seems to touch on authenticity, staying true to yourself maybe amidst fakeness or external negativity, perhaps.
Trying to keep it real in a challenging environment. Maybe even the music industry itself.
Could be. It points to the pressure of fame, scrutiny, and the struggle to maintain your core identity when everything around you changes. It's quite a vulnerable, honest moment, I think.
Yeah. And then, almost like a mission statement, he drops, "It's the calm before the storm."
Right. Even with all this success laid out, he's saying, this isn't the peak.
There's more coming.
Exactly. It suggests continued ambition, that he still feels he has more potential to unleash, more angels to carve out, maybe.
Huh, yeah, going back to the start. It keeps the narrative moving forward. He's not done.
Not at all. It's a powerful statement of intent.
And finally, quite pointedly, he mentions his birthday. July 26th, that's the day a star was born.
Very direct. Bringing his actual birth date into it, it kind of anchors everything. It reinforces that idea of inherent potential, maybe even destiny, that was there from the start.
Tying it all together.
Yeah, connecting back to that core idea of the angel being present from day one.
So wrapping this up, when we really dig into Angel in the Marble, it's this incredible narrative, isn't it? From, like, genuine hardship and struggle
The South London reality.
to massive global success. And it's all underpinned by this fierce self-belief, ambition.
And also humor, sharp observations, and a really strong, complex sense of self.
It really feels like a story about taking control, about actively shaping your own past, carving it out.
Couldn't agree more. The lyrics give us such a rich, insightful look at an artist who hasn't just overcome obstacles, but has deliberately built his own identity and narrative for the world.
It definitely leaves you thinking. So maybe a final thought for everyone listening. Where's the angel in your own marble? What potential, what strengths do you have inside that you maybe haven't fully carved out yet? It's worth reflecting on your own journey, perhaps taking a bit of inspiration from how Stormzy tells his story here.